Would you bring in a lamb and put it under a tub or a bed? This is the very question Jesus Christ is asking each one of us today in the Gospels. Dear brothers and sisters, whenever we come across this reading, we are made to think and remember that our job as Christians is to make Christ known, is to ensure that we are on mission, is to ensure that we bring the gospel news to the ends of the world, and even if it is not to the ends of the world, at least to the people around us. We are made aware that when we don't do that, we are like lambs who have put our light under a tub where no one can see. We are like lambs where our light is hidden under a bed where no one can see the brightness. Brothers and sisters, this is what the gospel always has been telling us about bringing a lamp and making it shine into the world. But today, I would like to look at this same verse in a slightly wider angle. There was once two friends, very close friends, studying in a college. One day in the college, while it was break time, something very valuable in the class went missing. Only these two friends were in the class. When the teacher came back with the rest of the students, the blame went on to one of the boys, saying that he stole this valuable item from the classroom. Now his friend knew that his friend never touched this valuable item, but upon asking, he said that he doesn't know anything about it because he was afraid that he too may be blamed. Luckily for this boy, someone else from a different class was walking by when this questioning was going on. He interfered and he said, "Oh no, I know that both of them were in the class. I know that particularly this boy, I know him very well, and I know that he was not the one who took this valuable item because I just saw someone else holding that valuable item outside our school." So the whole class rushed. They managed to capture the real thief. But then, when someone blamed this boy unnecessarily for stealing something valuable, his friend never came forward to stand up for truth. Now, could this be an instant where his friend could have been light for him but refused to be light for him? He hid that light under probably a tub or a bed because he was afraid that he too would be blamed on theft. Dear brothers and sisters, we are living in a world which is ruled by hypocrisy, lies, and all sorts of injustice. Sometimes standing up for truth, standing up for justice, and standing up for straightforwardness is like being a light in this world. Yesterday, I saw a quote from Susie Kasim put up by my cousin in the Facebook. Let me read this quote from Susie Kasim, an American poet and philosopher, which seems to bring the message of being a light to the world in this context very well. Stand up to hypocrisy. If you don't, the hypocrites will teach. Stand up to ignorance, because if you don't, the ignorant will run free to spread ignorance like a disease. Stand up to truth. If you don't, then there is no truth to your existence. If you don't stand up for all that is right, then understand that you are part of the reason why there is so much wrong in the world. Yes, brothers and sisters, this quote from Susie Kasim seems so real. Whenever we don't stand up for truth, whenever we don't stand up for justice, whenever we don't stand up for straightforwardness when it is required of us, we are being like a light who was sent into the world, who have chosen not to shine this light into the world, but have chosen to hide our brightness under a tub or under a bed. Now, is there injustice around you? Is there injustice around me? Is there lies around us? Is there hypocrisy around us? Now, when these things happen, let us remember that today's word of God is telling us and reminding us that we are a light sent into this world. And our job is to stand up for all these things, fight against them, so that those around us will be able to see what is right, see what is true, see what is straightforwardness, and see what is the love of God by what we have done and by what we have said. Let us stand up for all that is right and straightforward. When we do that, we are basically shining forth the light of Christ into the world. Thank you and God bless you.